Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. Guys, I want to take a little second and thank all my channel members. I appreciate you all more than you know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to ask you guys, if you haven't yet, to please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. The bell notification icon lets YouTube know that you're a human who's interested in EDC content, will notify you when I release new videos, and will really help out the channel. So today I wanted to show you guys a little handmade knife from Pendleton, South Carolina by a fellow by the name of Marcus, MW Steelworks. And this is the Old Crow. 1095 tool steel. Has purple haze, carbon fiber handles. I saw this knife on Traditional Pocket Knives' site when I was looking through at some of the different slip joints there. And this was when I first got into EDC fixed blades, well before I got into slip joints. It came with this little sheath or pocket dropper. I don't know if I'd really call it a sheath, but it does conceal the knife. I'll have a sheath made for this knife when I start really carrying it. It does give me a full 3-finger grip or a 4-finger grip wrapping up on the back of that knife. I've got a medium to large size hands. We'll get some measurements here shortly. But what it does is it gives me complete control of that little thick blade, regardless of the type of cut I'm making, whether it's reverse cut, push cut, whether it's a Slurpee Saver cut at the 7-Eleven, but just a really nice little EDC fixed blade. So again, I said this thing fits in 3 fingers easily, 4 fingers with the extra little grip. This particular fixed blade does not have a lanyard hole, so you could not add a lanyard to it, which is fine by me. Lanyards come in handy, I think, in some fixed and in some slip joints, and for that matter, even in some moderns, but I don't use them too often. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons up against this Old Crow by Marcus Steelworks. And first we'll just look at some of our standard comparison knives, like the Cold Steel 4MAX and the Civivi Baby Banter. And here we'll see that it's just about the size, a little bit longer than the Civivi Baby Banter. So it is going to fit as what I would call a small fixed blade. Get a couple of other quick looks. Much smaller than the Benchmade Bug Out. Much smaller than the Benchmade Mini Bug Out. So again, guys, you can tell that it's a much smaller knife, smaller grip, smaller blade. Let's look at it next to some of my more mainstream fixed blades that you guys might have in your collection. First will be an SE3. It's going to be much smaller than the SE3. The second will be the Bradford Guardian 3. Much smaller than the Bradford Guardian 3. Let's look at it next to my Jason Grant J-Cal. Just a little bit longer or shorter than the J-Cal, but definitely has a taller blade. And the Jacob Creates Chickadee, it's going to come in just a little bit smaller than the Chickadee. But that gives you some good ideas on basic size. So let's break out our Javon promotional ruler. And we'll see that this is 5 3/4 inches. If I go all the way to the furthest part back, it's right under 6 inches. The blade is coming in at 2 3/4 inches. And the carbon fiber handle is right at 3 inches. If I measure from that choil to the back side of the knife, it's going to be at 3 1/4. That is from here to here. or this grip right here. Now, let's break out Grateful Panic's calipers. So get these things to zero out. .1325 up at the point. .0795 behind the edge. .0285. And the handle thickness, I'm thinking, is going to come in under 1/2 inch. I was wrong. 0.5045. So right at 1/2 inch. And guys, this little knife is a little chunky, so it's not going to be, because of the full tang construction, it's not going to be super light, but it's not going to be overly heavy either. 3.5 ounces. 4.05 ounces in the sheath. So that, guys, is the Marcus MW Steelworks Old Crow. They make this knife in a lot of different configurations with a lot of different handles, from micartas to carbon fibers. I think he's doing a really good job on his knives. He also has the little Warncliffe that I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago, and he does some full-size knives. So coming out of Pendleton, South Carolina, USA, planet Earth, MW Steelworks, I think they make really neat little knives. I do wish it came with a more thick pocket dropper or more capable sheath, but that's not a deal breaker to me, because a lot of times fixed blades, you have to go out and get your sheath, and that's part of the fun, right? But guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this short little video, this long-term review overview of the MW Steelworks Old Crow. Great little knife, solid little knife. I think it would mount scout carry very well. But guys, I'm going to ask one more time briefly to please hit that subscribe and that bell notification icon, just because it really helps me. But please, if you have the time, if you think about it in your day, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.